Hey everyone, and welcome again to Critic and Mumkey Go Off Topic. This time I've added some visual effects to help you keep track of what we're talking about. Basically, just look at the screen if you need to know what we're talking about. Okay, have fun. Oh, by the way, this episode is probably extra offensive, so, if you're easily offended, you should probably leave now. Enjoy.
So what the fuck do we do on this show?
What?
This show that we're doing right now, what do we do on this show usually?
Review podcasts.
We review podcasts. And which podcast do we review?
The Dick and Maddox podcast.
The Dicks and Maddox podcast. And boy, oh boy, did Dick have 2 podcasts this week.
Yeah, he did, but I think we need to finish with the hot goss first before we talk about that.
Well, fuck me.
Little ahead of yourself there. All right, I can reorder this though in post, so yeah. So maybe we'll go that way. I don't think it tells people if you screenshot a chat.
Oh, it totally does, dude.
Oh.
Because I Snapchat with people all the time, and they're always, whenever I reply to them, a lot of people like to screen cap it. For some reason, if I say, thanks fam, they want proof that I said that to them for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's sweet, sweet validation, my man.
Validation? People really overestimate the value of my existence because I honestly have nothing better to do than reply to people on Snapchat, so it's not that big of a deal.
Well, that's the thing, though. I hate it when people are so big that they don't reply on anything whatsoever.
Yeah, so I was actually surprised that Madoff was having full conversations with you. I didn't think he'd be the type to actually talk to a fan one-on-one like that.
Yeah, I mean, we do sometimes.
So what the fuck did he say? What do these screenshots say? Man, you really hate drinking, don't you? You're always shitting on drinking.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm not the most pro-drinking person in the world, really.
Did your fucking parents die in a drunk driving accident or something?
My dad lost a really good job one time because he drove drunk, so there's that. Hi, Dad. I wonder if you're watching this. If so, I hope you didn't mind I just said that.
See, how big of an asshole would I have been if your parents actually did die and I was like sitting here making a joke about it?
That would have been
great. Yeah. Put that in the highlight reel. I actually got a message today saying that there's like a lowly board on there and that a lot of the people on there post my videos. So that's pretty cool. There's a whole board of lowly fans who are posting Mumkey videos.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
I was going to check it out, but I was like, nah, I don't want to go to a lowly board.
Why would you not want to go to a lowly board?
Well, I think the answer lies within the question.
Mumkey, really, dog? Come on, don't be some blue pill.
Yeah. Please carry on about Reddit.
Do you realize that lolly manga is some seriously legit stuff that runs the gamut in terms of artistic emotion?
Oh, I can't even give you the most fucking eternal sigh possible. There you go.
Mumkey, why are you being such a fucking normie?
Can you just fucking go on?
What the heck, dude?
What? You disappointed in me that I don't want to go look at lowly porn?
Please tell me you at least just don't look at anime porn in general.
I don't.
Alright, fine. Then we're good. No hypocrisy there.
God
Gotcha.
damn.
Alright. As long as you're not being hypocritical, it's good.
Why would I need to jerk off to porn at all when I got all these dildos and sex eggs?
Of course. What am I thinking?
Yeah. No, I just look in the mirror when I do it. Yeah,
Gotcha.
That's the hottest thing I can look at.
Okay. Alright. So what were we talking about before we got into
You're going to tell us why you fucking hate Reddit and why Madoff hates Reddit.
Yeah, there you go. When you have popularity determine what gets seen and what doesn't get seen, well, you have stuff like the mainstream media and generally crappy public opinions that too many people hold. Basically, the blue pill.
Okay, sure. I agree with that. I do see Reddit as a form of censorship in that if your opinion is considered bad, it gets pretty much evaporated. However, the opposite of that would be something like 8chan or 4chan, which, don't get me wrong, I frequent 4chan every day. But the issue with that sure. But the issue with that is that there is no voting system, right? So
Wait, did you say 8chan and 4chan?
Yeah.
What use do you have for 4chan?
TV, Epic Memes, and R9K.
All right, I guess that's acceptable. Anyway, you were saying something about the downvote system, right?
Yeah. So there's no voting on 4chan, and that's the appeal because all posts are equal. But the problem with that is that if a thread is 250 posts, I don't have the fucking time to scroll through and read every single post. Whereas if I'm on Reddit and I have like a 5-minute lunch break, I can just see like the top comments and see what the consensus is on something. So if I'm low on time, which I usually am, Reddit's better because I can just get the big stuff out of it instead of having to read a fucking book full of comments.
Why don't you just go to poll, read the OP, and then be done with it?
Because I like to read discussion.
Okay, go to poll, read the OP, read a few of the responses, and then be done with it.
Oh yeah, that's what Reddit's for. You can read a few of the highest rated responses. Whereas on poll, you'd have to scroll through, and if you wanted to see the full discussion, you'd have to fucking read 300 comments.
What's the difference between reading a full discussion on Reddit and 8chan?
So the difference is that on 4chan, you have to comb through all the shit posting and the bullshit, whereas if you go straight to Reddit, all the best stuff is already voted up to the top, so you don't have to comb through if you're tight on time.
Right, okay. Well, Reddit is so ugly, so basic. It looks like it's from the 1990s. Oh my gosh. But anyway.
So does Madoff's website.
Madoff could make a better looking website than Reddit, though.
Well, yeah, but he doesn't. I mean, clearly he enjoys the look that it has.
Madoff's website looks better than Reddit does.
Again, you're being subjective.
We could debate this for an hour. Never mind this. People must be wondering, like I used to wonder, whatever happened to
predictability? The milkman, the paper boys, and TV. Miss all familiar friends, waiting just around the bend.
You're fired.
Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a heart, a hand to hold on to.
And now I know what it feels like to be Manimal. Anyway, I bet you're all wondering...
Everywhere.
Oh, damn it, Mumkey. Oh my gosh. How much of that doesn't make it into your Manimal episodes?
Oh, no. The Manimal episodes, like Mumkey and Manimal, the only stuff I edit out is when we're not talking, pretty much. So he has to put up with this shit constantly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
You could say that the shit posting is everywhere you look. Everywhere. There's a heart, there's a heart.
All right, finish singing your song, get it all out. I'm going to go take a piss.
When I was a kid, I really liked Chester and Nikki, the twins. I thought they were really cute. But now that I'm older and I watch it, like every character gets on my nerves, and them especially. It's really annoying. Welcome back to the Full House podcast. So the first episode of season 4 is when Michelle is starting kindergarten. And she gets scared because she doesn't get along with the kids. So she runs out of the classroom and goes and joins Stephanie's class. And Stephanie has like a new hot male teacher. She's like in 4th grade now, or 3rd grade. And Michelle embarrasses her in front of the class by saying, "Oh, is that the hunky teacher that you told me about?" And everybody's like, "Oh," and the teacher's like, "Oh my god, this girl wants to fuck." And then I was watching the director's commentary, and I guess there's like this gratuitous sex scene between the teacher and Stephanie, but they edited it out.
Huh? Mumkey, you're not still ranting?
Oh, did you go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're going to want to hear what I said. Anyway, let's move on.
Okay. I guess if necessary, I can edit in any response I might have.
Oh, you'll probably want to.
Okay. Oh, brother, it's stupid. It's pathetic. The guy
How
can't
fucking straight edge does King Critic have to be?
King Critic's a pretty straight edge guy.
Motherfucker uses Moon Man as his icon, and then he won't even. He fucking hates drinking. He hates cussing. Hasn't even been to a KKK rally in years. Fucking straight edge bitch. I'm supposed to be the edgy one here, not you.
Oh, the KKK is much more straight edge than it used to be too. Anyway.
Yeah, they just won a bid down like in Georgia so that they could clean up a highway.
Oh yeah? That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's the big KKK news. They're trying to clean up the community.
So like you go by the sign and it says...
Yeah, this highway was adopted by the Ku Klux Klan.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they tried not to let them do it, but they took it to court, and the judge ruled in their favor.
Hell yeah. Libertarian victory right here. Sweet. KKK. KKK.
I was going on a Moon Man binge this morning as I was doing my laundry.
Oh, yes, I love Moon Man songs. They're so funny.
Yeah, my favorite one right now is Black Lives Don't Matter.
Yes, that one is sick.
I posted it on my Facebook this morning.
Yeah, I love it. It's so funny.
I mean, especially after those sniper shootings, I was like, okay, I gotta listen to this song.
That's right. Screw liberals, man. They're the violent ones.
Yeah.
Man, the more of this crap that happens, ironically enough, the more points Trump gets.
I think so.
Because Hillary ain't going to do anything about that. Because, my institutional racism. Duh.
What I saw after the sniper shootings was when the police shoot like a black person, it's the cop's fault. But when a black person shoots a cop, it's the gun's fault.
Yeah, it's retarded. I listened to the audiobook for a little bit of Invisible Man. I found the protagonist of Invisible Man to basically be a really whiny, annoying prick who is always making excuses for his bad behavior.
Okay.
Does it get better?
The beginning, his behavior is not that bad. It gets worse towards the end when he joins the communists. So I don't.
What the hell, you SJW cuck? What? You like that shit?
Yeah, that book's great.
It's a commie book?
Well, it's about how the communists are bad. They trick... Back in the day, they tricked black people into joining them so that they would do stuff for them.
Oh, it's a subversion. So the main character is supposed to be a huge prick.
Sure, I guess.
Huh. Interesting. Okay. Well, maybe that's okay. Maybe I should listen to the rest of that.
The first fucking chapter of that book is him being... He's like the valedictorian of his high school, and he's supposed to go accept an award. And then the white people force him into like a boxing match, and then like they make him crawl around for money, and they humiliate him, even though he's the smartest African American in his whole school. So I don't know how you thought he was a prick because of that. It's just like a flashback to when he's a kid.
You just said the word African American. What are you doing?
What do you want me to say?
Black. African American is a misnomer. An African American is a person whose parents were from Africa, whose parents, as in one generation up, were from Africa.
How do you know that the character's parents weren't from Africa? You didn't read the book.
Are they?
You don't know.
I'm going to take that as a no. Or an unknown, meaning probably not. I bet you liked the movie The Town, too, where everybody says the F word every other word.
Is that the Ben Affleck movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
No, it was terrible.
No, it's a good movie, dude. It's a great heist movie. Very suspenseful.
It's too loud. Every other word is the F word.
See, half the time on the show, I can't tell if I'm talking to a 20-year-old or an 80-year-old woman. Like, you might as well be my great-grandma right now. There's too much cussing and explosions and naughty words, and there's drinking, too. Oh, my God.
All right, well, I don't really have time to talk about it, but from a cinematography standpoint, too, I hate it. I'll just say, like, the point where I left the theater, and this is the only time I've ever done that.
You walked out of that movie in the theater?
I walked out of that movie.
Shit,
oh, yeah.
Dude.
The point where I was at the Dollar Theater, so it wasn't much money.
Oh, okay.
It was a waste of that money, though. It's probably my least favorite movie I've ever seen.
Wow.
The point at which I walked out was a point that, from a plot-wise, it didn't make any sense, and from a cinematography standpoint, it also sucked, which was just the jump cut to the guy capping that other person in the face. That was retarded. That was unbelievably stupid. That goes against everything that the character stood for. It was unbelievably stupid. And I walked out at that point.
Have you seen the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Not yet. I plan to.
Oh, okay.
Why? Why do you mention it?
Well, I was going to say, I mean, your criticism was that you didn't understand the plot. So I was going to ask if you liked 2001, even though you didn't understand the plot of that either, because nobody understands the plot of that.
I don't know. I'll have to watch it and see if I like it or not.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, if I cannot make heads or tails of a plot, I generally don't like it. For example, Lance and Mask, and I'm going to actually link a review of someone else because it's pretty funny. But Lance and Mask, is an anime that made absolutely no sense whatsoever, and it was the most nonsensical waste of time I've ever watched, possibly.
So I'm guessing you don't enjoy the films of Lars von Trier.
What did he make?
He most recently made Nymphomaniac.
I've never heard of this.
Did you see that Adult Swim thing, Too Many Cooks?
I don't believe so.
Oh, okay, well, never mind then. Let's move on.
Here is the thing I really hated about Robin in that episode, though.
Her skin color?
No. Although when I think about it, she is mixed race, which is a little bit cucky, but there's nothing you can do about that.
Yep.
What, is that racist? No, it isn't.
No, it's not.
Because if everybody race mixed, every race would go extinct. So that is a bit of a concern. I'm not totally against it. Like, take what you can get, I guess, but
you want white blood to stay pure.
You know, people always take it to that, but no, I want all blood to stay pure.
So you believe in segregation?
You know what? I'm probably going to cut this out. No, I don't believe in segregation.
Okay.
I just think that you should...
Some groups should be apart from other groups. It's not segregation. It's
not apart. It's just don't stick your dick in certain other groups. Stick your dick in your own group. That's the only thing.
Really?
Why not stick your dick in your own group?
I don't know. I think you should be able to have sex with anybody regardless of their ethnicity or race.
Yeah, I don't disagree. You should be able to do that. Whatever. I'm pretty libertarian. I think you should be able to do what you want to, but I think ethically it's better to try and go for your own race.
Ethically?
Yeah.
You're like taking like a moral standpoint on this?
What's wrong with that?
I think it's a really bizarre thought process. I think the moral ethics standpoint would be don't worry about race.
No, that's actually pretty amoral, because if nobody worries about race, eventually every race dies out.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Then everyone's all exactly the same. It's communism.
You think that race mixing is communism?
No, I don't think that race mixing is communism unless it was taken to its extreme, at which point it would be communism.
The extreme would be government forced race mixing.
The extreme would be that just everyone race mixes, not necessarily if it's government forced, but if it was government forced, then that would be one way to go about it, yeah.
Well, considering the fact that there are almost 8 billion people on the planet, and by 2050 we're going to have 10 billion people, I think it would be mathematically impossible for everybody in the world to be the same race. Like, it would take millions of years of human evolution and purposeful mixing, so I don't think you have to worry about all race mixing at this point in time.
It's still something to think about.
I don't think it is.
We're already losing blonde hair, which I love, by the way.
Okay.
Like truly blonde hair that doesn't go sandy blonde or what have you.
Yeah.
It's extremely rare already, and that's
You could just dye your hair.
No, that's gay. It looks terrible.
So?
Real blonde is the only good blonde. Although my very favorite color is sandy blonde anyway, but still, I want blonde people to continue existing.
I don't think they're going to go extinct because a couple people have sex with black people.
Yeah, but do you really want to make it to a point where you have to go to Scandinavia to see a blonde person? That would be so sad.
I don't care about seeing blonde people.
Well, you're like probably practically asexual with your frickin' depressionness.
Sure.
So like you just kind of don't care, although you should care, because you can't turn back the clock and become younger again.
Sure.
You need to get it while it's good right now, and then you won't have to kill yourself because you can get married and be happy.
Yeah, I'm never getting married. That's disgusting.
Why is that disgusting?
Oh, what a waste of time and resources. I'm too selfish to get married. I want to spend my money on me, and I barely have enough of it to do that. Why would I want to spend money on a wife, or let alone fucking kids? Ew, disgusting.
You eat at Popeyes every day. Are you kidding me?
And if I was married, I wouldn't be able to do that.
But you care so much about your money, and then you do something like that.
Well, yeah, I want to spend my money on me. I don't want to spend money on some succubi.
What? You're miserable, though.
So misery is it's subjective. Some people enjoy their misery more than others.
You want to be miserable.
Maybe on some level.
Dude, You can only be happy if you find love. You gotta do that.
No, that's not true. There's lots of other sources of happiness out there.
Not for most people. Really, it usually just boils down to that.
Well, yeah, but if you think critically about it, love doesn't exist and it's just chemicals in your brain for the purpose of reproduction. And if you realize that and you think, oh, so I'm living just for my animalistic instincts, wow, that's even more depressing.
No, it's not, because preserving your species is awesome.
I have no intention of doing so.
What in the heck, Mumkey? You're gonna wind up like alone forever.
Sure.
And be super sad and kill yourself.
Sure, I'm content with all of that.
That's terrible. You don't want your life
you.
to end in suicide.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
You want to have a nice big family and be happy.
That would drive me to suicide, having a family.
Oh, you think that now, but oh man, you're such a kid, Mumkey. You're like 15 or something. Alright, well, I think we're going to do another episode of Mumkey and Critic Go Off Topic.
Sure.
I think we can include that long digression in there, maybe take it out of the main episode. I think maybe I'll do 2 cuts instead of 3 and just like, yeah.
Sure.
Alright. So, what point in the conversation led us to that? Right, Robin's race. I don't care about Robin's race.
Okay, you just care about her opinions about her race.
They had titties in Neighbors 2. No, they didn't.
Well, that movie was about college kids anyway, so who cares?
Well, the point is I would have loved to have seen Chloe Moretz's boobs.
Oh, that's never going to happen. You'll see Emma Watson before you see Chloe Moretz.
Yeah. I don't care about Emma Watson, though.
Oh, that's sad.
Why is that sad?
Emma Watson is the ultimate young boy's QT growing up watching Harry Potter. Like, that's the ultimate waifu when you're a kid. Although, once Harry Potter 5 came around, I moved on to Luna Lovegood.
Oh, yeah, Luna, very cute.
That's the best waifu.
Yeah, Luna's cute.
My biggest regret in my Mumkey career is not including Luna on the top 10 waifu video.
I see.
I could do a whole video about her.
Yeah, I bet you could. Did you see at any point The Nice Guys?
Yeah, I love that movie.
That was the movie I told you about on Facebook that I hated.
Oh my god.
It was so bad. Dude.
Why didn't you like The Nice Guys? It was a good movie.
Alright, here's the reason. You cannot go full serious and full comedy at the same time. It never works.
It wasn't full serious. It was almost completely a comedy.
No, it had a very serious plot to it.
It was a comedy that had a straightforward, simple plot.
I didn't say it was complex. I said it was serious.
Well, yeah, I mean, The Hangover has a serious plot, but that's still a comedy.
I haven't seen Hangover yet. I need to see that still.
You should. Hangover's good. Denzel's going to write a better sequel, though.
Right. So, the girl, though, the daughter in that movie.
Yeah, she was a really good young actress.
She was, yeah. She was the best part of the movie.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Although I really liked Ryan Gosling in it, too.
So, how hot did you think she was?
How old do I think she is? I think the character is supposed to be like 11 or 12, but I think the actress is like 16, right?
Yeah. But the character was supposed to be 13.
Yeah, that's a little young.
And I was like, how young is the actress, I wonder? I looked it up immediately after the movie. I'm like, okay. That's not that bad.
You also have to consider that movies take time to edit, so when they were filming the movie, she was probably a year younger than she is now.
Yeah, and I don't care. Super hot.
Sure, I guess, yeah.
Okay,
Nothing wrong with looking, I guess.
Nothing wrong with touching either, if she wants it. If she wants it.
Calm down, uncle.
I mean, like, really, dude.
I just don't want to. I don't want to have to visit you in prison like I have to visit Alex. I'd rather keep doing the podcast with you.
I mean, look, I'm not going to because I believe in waiting till marriage, so...
Oh my fucking god. You are a grandma, dude.
Woo!
You're like this weird mixture of like a super uptight person and also somebody who hates politically correct stuff. Like, it's such a weird combination. Like this hardcore conservative who also watches My Little Pony.
I don't watch My Little Pony. I used to.
Okay.
Although at the time I was definitely still a hardcore conservative, so yeah.
Yeah.
I watched Steven Universe.
I guess to be fair, elderly prude people are also typically very conservative, so maybe you aren't that much of a contradiction. You're just well before your time.
Well before my time, maybe
Yeah.
so.
You're like an 80-year-old woman in a 20-year-old man's body.
Yeah, I
Who
guess
happens
so.
to be an ephebophilia pedophile. A
Not a
lesbian.
pedophile.
Yeah, not a pedophile, an ephebophiile lesbian, because you're an old lady.
Oh, okay. I'm an ephebophile lesbian. You heard it here first.
Right.
Although, once in a while, not gonna lie, if there's a girl
Nope, you don't need to say it. It's okay, bud. I'll save you that. You don't have to say it.
I would have cut that out anyway. It's just a joke.
Now leave it in. It's funny.
Actually, maybe I will. I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll
they
see.
know you're joking.
You know, a lot of them are like SJWs or like just liberal or have had sex.
You don't think that like a middle school girl would be liberal?
Some of them are. Don't remind me. Star vs. the Forces of Evil. Great show. I can't wait to see the season premiere. I can't wait to talk about it. So I am definitely making that a video. And that'll be the next video most likely that releases after this. Definitely going to be my next main video. So finally I'm going to release another main video. And it's going to be about Star vs. the Force of Evil. Please tune in for it. I think you'll enjoy it. Even if you haven't seen the show, maybe I can talk you into checking it out. So check that out.
All right. I will check that out.
Okay, so also in this coming week, Mumkey has his special thing that we talked about last time, and it's Monkey Week.
Yeah, 5 anime reviews in 5 days. Monday through Friday, new review every single day. And it's all monkey based.
So if you're not subscribed to him yet, go watch a couple of his videos. I think you'll like what you see. You're probably going to want to subscribe to him too and watch Monkey Week. I bet it's going to be pretty darn funny.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, any actual anime reviews of animes that are actually animes in this week?
Critic, I think you understand. Everything I review is an actual anime, so all 5 of them are actual animes.
Okay, that means one of 3 things. It means they're all actually animes, they're all not animes at all, or they are a mixed bag. Okay.
I'm a professional anime connoisseur. I know what an anime is.
Okay, buddy, sure. My anime reviews should be returning soon, too. I just have to freaking finish that one show that I plan to do a full review of. Then I can watch 2 more episodes of the previous season and make a video about the previous season. Then I can finally watch the current season and start reviewing stuff. Yes, that's going to be good. Those videos aren't too hard to make, too, so that helps me a lot.
Is this where we sign off?